Hi guys, just thought I'd try doing a bit of a dab at the weather forecast online for anyone who wants to listen in and see what I've got to say on YouTube and Facebook. Seems it's Tuesday tomorrow, I thought I'd show what happened yesterday, as in Monday. As you can see on this picture here, we've picked up quite a strong northerly wind, along with quite a high ridge of pressure, creating quite settled conditions. Although, even though it's quite a weak ridge of high pressure we're in, we've been seeing some rain today, and it's been feeling very cold. If you follow the lines back, you can see that they're coming all the way from the north, which is shown on this picture here. The white lines are obviously the isobars, which are showing the areas of equal pressure, and also show which direction the wind is coming from, which is all the way from the north. If you stretch it all the way back, it comes all the way from the North Pole, so that's why it's feeling so cold even though it's the middle of May. Looking at the pressure charts from Monday, you can see that there's a high pressure sat out in the middle of the North Atlantic. That will be very settled conditions there, but with a low pressure sat across Scandinavia, which is allowing these quite cold and almost like quite brisk winds to come all the way from the North Pole. The low pressures over Greenland and Canada have marked because they're going to play a bit of a part in what happens later on in the week. Moving on to Tuesday, you can see that the high pressure in the west, in the Atlantic, has shrunk ever so slightly, whilst the low pressure above Scotland has actually deepened a little bit. It's made the winds lighter, but it is still coming from the north, so it's still going to be quite cold, although it won't feel quite so cold because of the strength of the wind. Will be slightly weaker. It's just a little picture there just to show that the wind's still coming from the north, although it's not as strong. Therefore it won't feel quite as cold, seeing as the sun is quite strong at this time of year. This is just a little extra that I've added on relating to the volcano in Iceland. As you can see, that the ash cloud is being dragged down by this high pressure out to the west of Ireland mostly. However, that poses a problem with transatlantic flights, because this basically creates a wall of ash stretching from Iceland all the way down to the west coast of Africa, more or less. So the only way it's only going to clear at the moment is if the volcano stops erupting quite so much. This now picture just shows the direction of the pressures since Monday, and if you can see, you can actually see that the low pressure above Scotland has moved north slightly, whereas the low pressure that was across Greenland and Greenland and Canada has actually deepened and come together, and also is starting to slowly sink southwards, pushing this high pressure that's in the Atlantic out of the way, which is what is needed really to get slightly milder air in. So looking at Wednesday's forecast, it's looking like it's going to be a similar kind of setup as it has been this week, with chance of rain on both Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, whereas the wind directions changed slightly. It's now not a direct northerly, we're getting it from the northwest, which is still a cold direction. It's still coming from Greenland and Iceland, so it still is a cold direction, but it shouldn't be quite as cold. However, it looks like there's chances that things may turn unsettled towards the end of Wednesday from what's being shown here. And this last picture is just a quick screen grab of the weather for Tuesday around lunchtime. It just shows it's going to be mostly okay, but chance of a light shower, which is what it's been doing today on Monday. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this quick forecast, and I hope to make more in the future.